Hey, Salaam Alaikum, Muzammal here. Thank you for tuning in. And I want to wish you firstly Ramadan Kareem. Congratulations as we've collectively entered into this special month. A month which for me is an opportunity to engage more in spiritual practice, to move from that outward stroke and take that inward stroke. And it's an opportunity that we know that collectively there's a community that is participating in this with us. And one aspect, it's not the only aspect of Ramadan, but one aspect is that in daylight hours we're not consuming food. And I want to talk about the emotional aspect of this. What some of us can experience when we're fasting is that we can feel more tender, our emotions can feel more softer, or we can be more sensitive. And there's a number of things that could come into play for us in Ramadan as to why this experience might be happening. And one explanation that we can get from traditional systems of healing, for instance in Ayurveda, is that the digestive fire, which digests food, that fire also digests emotions. And if we're not consuming food, then there's more of that fire available to process emotions that are there. And as the surface emotions begin to burn away because of the work of the digestive fire, that means that emotions that have been pocketed away in parts of our internal landscape, they can begin to emerge and surface. And so that's why we can begin to feel tender, maybe feel sad sometimes, or sensitive. And as this happens, as we begin to feel these emotions, there's two options we can take, just to simplify this. And one option is that we can take strategies to avoid feeling those emotions. So maybe we might end up distracting ourselves or just pushing those emotions back down. So that's one option. The other is to take it as an opportunity to allow that natural process to happen and to facilitate that natural process of burning away the emotion. So that becomes a process of purification. And so this video is around how, it's a guided process of how we can facilitate that process of purification so that our inner landscape can be more pure, we can be more open-hearted. And so in a moment, we'll do a process together whereby I'll be guiding us to befriend the experience, the bodily, emotional experience that is here for us. So we'll be befriending and connecting with that experience. And I invite you to see this as a process of discovery. Because as we begin to befriend that experience and allow it to be, let's be open as to what then evolves. So please do join me on that process of curiosity and discovery. And I want to also mention that if during the process of me guiding you through this, that the instructions that I give don't quite hit the mark for you, because your internal experience is something else, then please go with what is unfolding for you. Be true to your experience. So this is the spirit in which we'll do this together. And so if you're ready, let's begin. So let's just sit comfortably, and the eyes may like to close now. And I'm going to take my glasses off. And all we're doing is just sitting for now. And just resting. And we can just bring the attention to the heart space and the chest just for a moment. And just let it be there. That's it. And then we can let our attention extend to that which we're sitting on. Maybe we're sitting on a chair or a sofa or the bed or the floor. Maybe our feet are resting on something or our back is resting against something. So just noticing that which we're sitting on, and whether it's a chair, the bed or a sofa or floor, notice the contact point between the back of the thigh and the buttock area and that which you're sitting on. Just notice that, those points of connection, of contact. And just let that which you're sitting on take your weight. Just allow yourself just to sink and surrender and let go to this that is holding you. And just begin to be aware of the body as a whole. Just notice the body and notice how's your body feeling. So you may just want to scan it a little, or maybe you're already getting some sensations being experienced that you're noticing. So just notice any sensations or feelings in the body right now, and you can, when you notice, you can just name where in the body you're feeling this. Just name it to yourself. Like, I can feel something in my forearm and shoulder, and a little bit around my chest. But you may find you're experiencing something somewhere completely different. So go with what you're experiencing and where that is. And so whatever is drawing you, whatever experience, sensation or emotion is here right now that is drawing you, just let yourself be drawn. Or let yourself go into whatever is felt that you've noticed, and you can sink into that feeling. You can be with it, and you can welcome it like a guest. And just surround it with your acceptance and your love. And let yourself drop and open into this experience in whatever way that happens, and to whatever extent that can happen. And if there's something strong there, just stay with it. And just let yourself accept and be with this that needs you to be with it. Or it may be mild for you. However it is absolutely perfect. Let your body be wide as this takes place. your body be open as you feel into this that is here. And if it helps, you can use the breath and play with the breath to enable you to feel this more, to connect more with this. That's it. That's it, just letting the body open, letting the cells open. And then you can ask yourself, what's deeper than this? And let yourself open to that question as to what's deeper, and begin to feel into what might be deeper than this. Feel into the body and just check in. And it may be that something is arising, some other sensation or feeling. And we can welcome that in. If that's there, if not, stay with whatever is, and we can feel and put our attention onto this that is here right now for us. And noticing where in the body is this happening. And if that sensation or feeling has a name, can we give it a name? Or it may be nameless. Either is fine. And if it wants to move or spread, it can do that. If it wants to stay, it can stay. And we just fully accept it as it is, how it wants to be. And again, if it helps to use or to play with the breath, to feel and open and accept fully this that is here, we can use the breath to do that. And letting your body, letting yourself be as wide as the world, as this that is being experienced is allowed to be experienced in this vastness of our presence. And we can just sit with that. However it's unfolding or evolving, we can sit with and allow all that is here to be welcome. And being aware of the body as a whole, with all the different sensations and feelings that are here. And noticing the breath. And letting the attention now be drawn into the heart space once again in the center of the chest area. We can put our hands on that area if we want to. And thanking yourself. Being grateful for having gone on this little healing journey of giving yourself, your body, attention, and being aware of that which you're sitting on now. And the body may want to begin to move as we slowly also become aware of any sounds in the room, or any sounds coming into the room. And the eyes may want to slowly open in their own time. And if you want to sit with this for longer, you can do that. So thank you for joining me, and if you benefited from this and would like to share with friends, feel free to share if they too might benefit. Thank you again. Have a really good day.